broken home. I gave you all the bricks that I own and know. I'm letting go. I'm breaking these walls down, breaking these walls down. If you want adventure, then fly to home. But if you wanna travel, then go alone. Yeah, what's the point in us if I never know? Yeah, if you're gonna leave, I'ma let you go. I'm tired of the pain. Go away. I'm done with guessing time.
Oh wait, no.
I fell where my demons dwell. My own little nightmare, I call it hell. Oh well, it's time to get back up. Climbing and climbing, I'm done with this ride, is what I tell myself, so I could feel something else. Yeah, I guess I had my bad days, but it doesn't mean I lost my style. Darling, where were you when my heart was on the ground? I thought time would prove that you would stick around. I guess time stops down, a king without his crown. Now I'm breaking and you're faking, girl. You never made a sound.
Welcome everybody to another night of Stream vs Gaming League action. What can I expect? See the Shen ban already, but yeah, welcome once again to my channel. Tonight we have ZAGZ MarshmellowZ versus XYZ Reflect First Division Pool A happening. We are joined once again by Chicken Boy. Thank you so much. And well, I mean, Dog Boy. I don't know if you ever watched that cartoon series. I don't know if people. I think it was what? Cat Dog. I think it was. Man, what a great show. Anyway, we're going a little off topic here, but yeah, as we can see, we do have the Set, Shen, and Jarvan bands coming out. I just want to make this bigger for you guys so you can get all the action.
There's a lot of jungle focus.
Isn't this Pool A? I'm pretty sure this is Pool A. Am I wrong?
Sure. You're usually wrong.
Okay, I'll check that. You can speak about the bands.
Okay. I was just saying, yeah, so we have two classic sort of junglers. Tet is a bit of a flex. But, I mean, Volley's still open, Wukong is still open, Fiddlesticks is still open, Yumi's still open, you know, all the ADCs are open. Yeah, so, okay, I'm wondering what we're going to see prioritized here. Ornn is still open. Sure, okay,
No,
so it looks like it's
Ornn.
going to be Ornn first. Okay. Well, look, we know that Mordekaiser is quite a good answer into this. That's one option. I think we've seen a couple guys go Urgot into this as well, which sort of worked.
There's the Ahri from the dash that we saw on Tuesday.
Yes.
Did
How
go
could
a
I
little
forget
tower dive
Trundle?
a little, but
My favorite jungler.
a Kayle.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
That's a different one actually, but I'm
Look,
guessing that's gonna go mid
I
lane.
like,
So
yeah,
yeah.
I like Kayle.
Yeah, well, she's very
Kayle's
strong.
awesome.
So
Especially, well, okay, look, she's really strong when she gets
level
to level
11.
16.
I would say 11 even.
Yeah, well, okay, what I was gonna say is, like, I think if you can get to level 16 and not be, like, only defending your nexus, I think it should go well for you. This is, like, really scaling, because you've got Ornn, who wants to take the game pretty much as long as possible so you can give everyone their upgrades. Kayle wants to get to at least 16 with, you know, 3 or 4 items under her belt. So this is some pretty heavy scaling from ZAGZ. Yeah, I wonder if if Marshmallow are gonna, if XYZ are gonna try and punish this late game focus by going a little bit more early game. And I'm a little bit surprised to see the Diana ban, because I'm pretty sure that's a Kayle in the mid lane, unless they're thinking it's like a Kayle in the ADC role. Which
maybe,
is possible,
I mean, yeah, that is possible. It would
I
work
think that's
because
risky, man. You'd be able to either push her in to deny her CS, or I think you can really punish a Kayle in the mid lane and in the bot lane. And if she does go bot lane, it's going to take her even longer to get to level 16. I somehow doubt it's Kayle in the bot lane, and if it is, I don't think it's going to work. Is my honest opinion. But let's see. We never know. We saw the Lulu ban, also one of my favorite champions at the moment to pick. I think she's very strong. I see Yuumi is still open. It does depend. I think there's a lot of sort of varying opinions on how good Yuumi is if she's not paired up with Ezreal. I've heard a lot of people say that she's only any good with Ezreal. So yeah, I wonder if that's why she's not getting the focus that she has. I mean, I think she's been by far our most banned champion.
Yeah.
By far and away up until now, yeah.
Checking, yeah.
Look,
that's...
she did get nerfed pretty. Look, they did nothing to her Q, and conceptually as a champion, nothing has changed. So from that perspective, yes, you can turn down a spell or two, but is it really still a nerf? Or is it really that effective? We'll have to see. But it looks like nobody wants to play the Yuumi after that nerf. I'm sure it was only her E, that switch between people that got nerfed. But let's see.
I think it's Kayle bottom. It looks like it might be.
It could also be Yasuo bot. We've seen Yasuo going to the ADC role before, especially if he's paired up with something like a Gragas, or just. Well, it doesn't have to be Gragas. I know Perks and Mickey like to play that combo. What?
Kayle support?
I mean, for her ulti?
Maybe Ornn support?
It could be Ornn support.
And Kayle top. Man, pulling out all the weird picks yet tonight.
Look, oh, wow. Okay, wait, let's think about this. So both of those people, Ornn and Kayle, are both typically scaling champions. So whichever one of them goes into the support role, unless we've gotten support completely wrong, I was pretty sure it's one of those two. They're not going to have the most fun game, to be honest. But look, you could pick Kayle literally just for her ulti. It's possible. Ornn, I suppose you could as well. I would be less inclined to put Ornn in the support role. I think then he's really going to lose value, because it's going to take him so long to level up. You're not going to be able to make use of those upgrades unless the game goes like 40 minutes long. Yeah, I'm thinking maybe it's a Kayle support, and the idea is, she does have a heal, which is always nice on the to help the ADC there, keep them alive, and her ulti is very strong. The fact that you keep someone alive for sort of thing about 2 seconds is quite meaningful. So let's see.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Very tanky side on reflect.
If it is Kayle, I think she's gonna have a really hard time against the Leona, because she doesn't have any sort of dash away or something like that. The moment Leona goes in and does her EQ comp, Jinx puts the chompers under you. Yo, man, maybe you're flashing and getting away with like 100 health, but if flash is not up, I'm pretty sure you did. So yeah, let's see. I don't know. This is a different draft. And also even the Cog. I wonder if we're going to see an AP Kog'Maw. I know they really dialed up the AP scaling on Kog'Maw, and so I'd be curious to see if this is an AD or an AP. So yeah, just an all-round interesting. Let's call it interesting. I'm not going to say it's a bad, because I don't even know what their plan is, and maybe they can execute on it. But a very different draft here from the blue side. I think red side is a lot more traditional, something that I'd be more likely to get behind. I think it's quite a nice all-round comp here. They've got some good picks. I've said before, I really like Trundle in the jungle. Right now, I don't think, this latest patch didn't touch him. at all. So yeah, but I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, I think Reflect are very tanky on that front line, but unless Ahri and Jinx are doing the damage, I mean, this Kayle is going to be able to sustain through the Leona and the Maokai and the Trundle kind of getting onto her. So unless Jinx and Ahri can kind of burst her down, then she's definitely going to be able to heal up. Definitely gonna, I think the Ornn ulti should be able to get the Yasuo ulti off relatively easily. But yeah, it's a tricky one because they have quite a few squishy members. So if Ahri can
That's what I'm
do the
thinking,
dash
man.
and charm and maybe burst out, I'm pretty sure she's going to take electrocute. She did take it on Tuesday. So we did see her get quite a lead on in
Who was
that
she
mid
laying
lane.
against?
I think it was Galio, if I'm not mistaken. I can't
Okay.
remember. But yeah, we'll have to see with that. I know Dash went a little bit deep in some and gave a kill to the top tower or something like that. But yeah, it's definitely gonna be kind of come down. It's gonna be very interesting because I mean, if the Yasuo OTs, then the Kayle can OT on top of that, do the double damage with the OT. So it could be
Yeah, but
quite a bursty comp actually coming out with the Warwick. Even I mean, Kayle can put down her OT on top of the on the Warwick, and yeah.
if you're playing, okay, and this again, this hinges on whether Kayle is actually going support, which I think we agree that it probably is.
Mm-hmm.
Support Kayle is not going to have AP. It's going to have very little at least. She might have a little bit. So that ulti is not going to do as much damage as a top lane or mid Kayle is going to do, and that's honestly the only use I really see for the Kayle is the ulti to keep someone alive. I don't think they care about the damage, and just to add some sustain to the laning phase.
You know,
But there isn't real. Okay, so let's have a look. Yeah, it looks like this is Kayle in the bot lane, courtesy of the summoner spells that she's on, and that makes sense. I'm a little bit surprised by exhaust on Yasuo. Um, yeah, I mean, obviously he wants to. Well, not obviously, but I'm guessing he wants to exhaust the Ahri when she tries to combo him down. But honestly, with someone like Yasuo, I would think, you're more worried about being able to burst the other person down yourself and not worried about playing on the back foot. So yeah, a little bit interested by that. Ahri with Ignite makes sense. I honestly expected both of them to have Ignite. So yeah, let's see. Like I say, purely from a drafting perspective, I'm in favor of Red Side's draft. I think they win the draft in my opinion. But let's see. Maybe Blue Side drag this out, and Kayle, even though she supports, still gets to that level 16. And I mean, if she gets to level 16, she only really needs maybe like one non-support item, one sort of maybe like a Nash's Tooth or something, and she's relevant. I don't know, but I'm not sold. It does look like it is going to be an AD Kog'Maw as well, not the AP that I thought maybe they'd try out. So
yeah,
yeah, unconventional in some respects and very sort of conventional as well in other respects. Yeah, we're
we do
just going to have to watch.
we do see the Jinx as well. Instead of taking the Conqueror that you took on Tuesday, I think she now
Yeah, but
took
this
the
makes
lethal
sense.
tempo. Yeah, no, I know, I understand
Mm.
that, but I mean, yeah, she did take that um, Conqueror on.
Yeah, I mean, we saw it got nerfed on the patch that came out on Wednesday. So yes, and she's not exactly a champion that I think stacks those or gets those conqueror stacks as quickly as someone like an Ezreal.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, no, look, that does make sense for the most part to me. But yeah, like I say, I'm very curious to see how this blue side draft plays out. I don't think they've made this easy for themselves. But let's see. Top, we're gonna have Tang Wars, but mid lane, I think we might see like a lot of action in that mid lane. Both these champions have pretty high kill potential from pretty early on, so we might need to keep our eyes there. But that being said, also bot lane. I mean, like I say, I'm pretty sure the moment Trashy gets on top of either of these two champions, the Cog or the Kayle, if they can layer the Leona CC with the CC from the Chompers, I'm pretty sure that's whoever that person is dead out of either of those two. They're both so squishy. But we'll have to see. I see Aftershock on the Ornn, which also surprises me quite a lot. Ooh, Maokai's gonna run into the Ornn.
Yeah,
This is just gonna be
the
tank
fight,
wars. Oh, are they really gonna take this fight? Okay.
They're continuing.
I think the Maokai wins this purely because he has Grasp and Ornn has Aftershock.
Oh. Are we gonna get a
Oh my
flash
god,
here?
this is the most exciting top lane level 1 play I've
Oh,
ever
they
seen
continue.
with these two champions.
Ah,
Okay,
no.
but Maokai didn't miss a CS because of that. Okay. Yeah.
Oh,
Okay,
here we go.
okay.
Back in. Continuing to bully each other.
Yeah, I think they're both looking for level 2. They
Oh,
both
Charm
have
in
a
the mid
pretty
lane.
nice...
Ahri going in this Yasuo. Exhaust does come down. Flash from the Yasuo and does manage to get out
He
of
has to
that
go
at
back.
least. Oh, Zenith Blade does land on the cog. Here comes Jinx doing some damage. And that's...
But she
the
won't
end of
have
that.
her traps yet. I mean, she'll only get traps on level 3. Well, chompers. And honestly, if that happens at level 3, chompers layered under that, you're gonna have to burn a flash to get out of that, in my opinion. Unless you're already under tower. Trundle is making his way top lane. I think we might see a kill here, unless the Ornn flashes early.
Oh, here he goes.
He has to.
Root
Yeah.
does.
Early
Flash come down. Pillar.
That's such a great
first
pillar.
blood.
Jeez, that's a
Great.
good pillar. TestTubeChild, good patience there to wait for the pillar, to wait for the flash to be burned. The only way he was going to survive that is if he flashed early. And yeah, nice patience there
Ooh,
from the
TP
Trundle.
top.
He's a bit
Comes
greedy to
back.
stay up, but Warwick is coming to help, so they
Ooh,
want
here
to
comes
re-engage.
another
I think
fight.
this is a dead tree.
Ooh.
But
Ooh,
the
Trundle's
tree's
doing
pretty
damage
tanky.
onto the Ornn. Flash away from the fear. Will he be able to get it? He does get the kill. Warwick's trying his best. Does get to the backside of it. Does
Oh,
get
don't give
the
the Warwick
kill.
a double kill. Don't give the Warwick... Where is he
Oh.
going? I think Warwick...
Flash. Double flash. Does get the double kill, so...
Goodness.
Great fight coming out from the Warwick here.
He
Oh,
almost died
Leona
to
goes
the
in with the
turret.
Zenith Blade. Jinx doing some damage, but not much. Zap does land on the backside, and that's the end of that fight. So,
Jeez, this is pretty action-packed. I think overall the Maokai...
oh, Zenith Blade goes in again. Chompers does land. Exhaust coming out. Flash comes from the Kog'Maw, and now he's backing away, trying to do the damage.
And this is what I told you was gonna like.
Warwick's back again on the top side.
God.
We're just seeing fighting.
Jeez.
Knockup does come through from the Ornn. Is this Maokai gonna? Yeah, he's dead. Oh,
look, fight in the
almost
creeps.
getting away.
Just keep fighting in the creeps. Maybe
The slow
they
does
can do
come
enough
through,
damage.
does heal, but eventually gets that kill. What a long
Let's
fight.
have a look at bot lane. Here comes Trundle.
I don't think he can engage on this.
No, the lane's not pushed forward enough. They haven't seen him though. They have no idea he's here. But now the Jinx is pushing
That
in.
does land.
Okay,
Oh, here he goes. Xenoblade does land.
Oh.
Flash comes through, but the pillar too late.
Well, the pillar was too early. He did
I
the exact
suppose,
opposite of what he did in the top lane. He just needs to wait because she was going to flash. She was always going to flash. He should have waited like he did in the top lane. But overexcited there. I think maybe the nerves coming through. But yeah, I mean, a minute or two ago we saw exactly what I said. The moment they layer that CC, you have to flash as Kog or Kayle. And if you don't, you're going to die. And that flash is down. So I wanted to see them punish that. It's a gank in the mid lane.
Yasuo going in the mid lane, yeah. Do you see the Warwick coming out? Flash from the backside. Fear does happen though, but it does get the kill on the Warwick. So
damn, and this Warwick
Maokai's going in.
3-0. No, surely not. He's under turret. This is a 3-0 Warwick already. And life's feeling good for him. They are going to spot him walking over the Scuttle Crab. He just wants to get vision of the Trundle. He's going to see him. And, this is a lot of action. Okay, so let's have a look. What is the net effect? So 4 kills on blue side to 2 kills on red side means blue side is 1,000 gold up, so that's going to feel good. I think most of that money
we do have a fight
in the mid
lane. Still going on this Trundle.
No flash.
Oh, I got a lag spike.
Yasuo.
Lovely. No, we back. Okay.
Okay, they're just going to walk away from that. So I want to see where the gold is. I think it's mostly on the Warwick. Top lane's even. Mid lane, Yasuo is about 400 gold ahead. Bot lane is Okay, 200 gold faving.
Zenith Blade going on the from the Leona.
Oh, the chompers look like they're immersed. Here comes
Ooh,
the
here
Fed
comes
Warwick. I think he needs to be careful not to... Yeah, you don't want to give that shutdown gold over.
Oh, and they decide to back off.
Yeah, so look, most of this lead is on the Warwick, so the Warwick's going to have to try and keep the momentum going and keep being relevant in this game. Trundle is hanging around this bot lane. They're going to potentially walk into each other. Both these junglers know that there's fresh meat in this bot lane. Trundle wants to come mid, but I think he's been spotted. Yeah, he's definitely been spotted by that ward. Maokai reset again. Let's have a look. Okay, so what items are there? We've got lifesteal on the Kog'Maw, so he probably wants that Blade of the Ruined King. Pickaxe for the Jinx, who's going to be going for that Infinity Edge. Yeah, the Jinx is a couple of CS ahead. Plus she has a bigger wave crashing into her, so by the time these waves neutralize, the Jinx should be... yeah, I mean, she's already about 400 gold ahead of this Kog'Maw now. I think this Jinx is going to be able to just be able to get further and further ahead, unless Warwick is maybe able to come down and do something. They're setting up to kill this Warwick.
Ooh, here we go.
He
Great dodges the charm, yeah. He's going in, here comes the Leona though.
Tanky.
Doing the damage, does get the kill onto the Trundle.
Feel good, yeah. Warwick, oh, they aggro.
The dragon does get the dash from Ahri, and he is going to get the kill onto the Yasuo. So nice kill coming out there.
That was clever from the Kayle. Very aware to know that if she just procs the aggro onto the dragon, it will kill the Trundle in the pit. So that was a clever little play. But yeah, overall, definitely a favorable fight for the red team, and that actually swings the goal back in their favor. I think mostly courtesy of that 600 gold shutdown on the Trundle, which is going to feel really good. He's going to like that.
Ooh, Zenith Blade comes from the Leona. Jinx trying to do the damage, but they actually turn this around quite a bit. Cog is low though, so gonna be a close one. But nothing coming from it just yet. Ornn in the top lane, getting this tower, or trying to, does get a plate. Here comes the Trundle though, does get the pillar. Ornn ulti coming out, does knock up the Trundle, but the twisted advance lands on a creep. Unfortunately, flash coming out from the Trundle does get this kill on the Ornn, and TesTubeChild coming out once again with that kill. Ooh, Drake happening in the bot side, they do get it. Warwick's gonna run into Jinx. Ooh, ulti does come down from the Leona. He does decide to go in. Yasuo's on this backside doing damage. Ulti does come through, but the reduced damage does stop that. Ahri's coming over. Dashes, does get the kill actually. Turns around this fight. Misses the charm unfortunately, but does get the kill on the Yasuo. And I think that's just going to be a double kill for this Ahri. Tank wars in the top side. And yeah, basically resetting lanes. Nothing quite coming from it. Leona goes in. Takes a tower shot, but that's about it. Ooh, Maokai is gonna check into this Ornn. Tank wars once again. Trundle says he's coming up. Does get the twisted advance. Great pillar coming out once again, but the Ornn does kill the Maokai. Trundle should be able to get this. I don't think he's going deep for it. Doesn't get the knock up, and unfortunately doesn't get that kill onto the Ornn. Oh, the Jinx rocket from downtown gets the kill onto the Ornn there. Great charm coming out from the Ahri. Dashes away to safety. Trundle fighting this Warwick. Does get some pillars. Ooh, here we go. Leona flashes, gets the stun first. Flash over the chompers and misses the Zenith Blade. So great flash coming out from the Kog'Maw there to get away from that. Ooh, trying to return the damage now. Oh.
User disconnected from your channel.
Ooh, do you see the Ahri hanging in the backside? Might get caught out here. Actually misses the charm onto the Yasuo. Flash over the wall from the Yasuo. Warwick is going in on this Leona. Great stun coming out. Chompers does land. So does the zap. And nothing actually ensues from that. So do you see no more tank wars coming out in the top side? Top side. That's the one. Warwick still on this bot side. Kayle doing some damage. Heal does come out. So does the Leona ulti. Trundle is coming in this bot side. Does get the pillar, but the Warwick ulti gets him away to safety. And that's going to be that. Ahri is hanging around here. Ward does come through to spot them out. Ahri playing gate here, but it does look like they're going to get this Cloud Drake, and that will be the first Drake to them. Here comes Ahri, does land the charm onto Yasuo. Zenith Blade over the ward from the Leona. Great stun, and there's the kill to the Leona actually. Warwick has to flash away to get to safety, and that will be that. Maokai's trying to push the top way. Oh, almost gets this turret down. 129 HP. And the Jinx rocket once again coming from downtown to land that kill. Great accuracy coming out from Jack King Pete once again. getting this lead on his lane. He is about 1,300 gold lead, so, and there goes the top tower for the Maokai. So great push coming out from him to secure that tower, and we do see about a 5,000 gold lead coming out from XYZ Reflect in this game. Kog'Maw trying to get back into this. He is about 20 CS behind, but I think he's just waiting in this lane, trying to go for a kill. He does. There he goes, starting it on the Jinx, but I think the Jinx actually has more damage. Here comes the TP. Solar Flare does miss from the Leona, and TP is not going to work on this one. So here comes Warwick. He's going to start fighting this Maokai. Does get on the backside him with that bite, but that looks like it's going to be in. Twisted tree line does go in. Leona follows with the Zenith Blade. Ulti does land, but we do have a fight on the backside of this. Ahri comes and saves the day for the Jinx, and Zenith Blade does land to possibly get this kill on the Ornn, and they do secure that kill onto Jack King Pete. So great turnaround coming out there from the Ahri. Does get the charm on the Kayle once again. Zenith Blade does come through and dash gets that kill onto the Kayle. Leona has to flash to get out of that, and now Ahri's just stuck in a wrong place. Does get the charm, but goes down to the tower eventually. Yasuo coming in here. He does have that tornado up. Does use it, but doesn't land it on the right people. Here comes the Trundle. The zap does miss, but the kill does come through. Warwick's here once again, and it's just action from everywhere on this match. Up to about a 6,000 gold lead now coming out for XYZ Reflect. Warwick falling behind just a little there. And we do see teams kind of resetting, so let's go through these items while we do have the teams running back to lanes. We have a Sunfire Cape coming out from this Maokai, a Thornmail coming out from the Ornn, and he does have that Cinder Hulk. Tiamat, or yeah, Tiamat with I think a bit of Triforce coming through for this Trundle. We have the Tiamat on the Warwick, Luden's on the Ahri, Blade of the Ring King on Yasuo. Jinx has her Infinity Edge completed with that Cloak of Agility, and Kog'Maw has the Blade of the Ring King with that extra recurve bow. So definitely a lot of attack speed. Zap does land, Solar Flare coming out from the Leona. Jaws does land onto Kog. He does have flash, he does flash away. Rocket does come through and does get the kill secured onto Jack King Pete. Doesn't get attacked by Ahri. Does come in trying to get this kill. Does dash, flashes and charms to get that kill onto the onto the Kayle. Now trying to do the damage on the backside. Trundle does get knocked up. He doesn't have his pillar. He is going to tower dive. Actually decides to turn around. And great kill. Here comes the Yasuo fighting this Maokai on the top side. And that will be the end of that fight. Rift Herald is dropped here, as you can see. They are going to secure this bot tower, so, and they continue this push. Rift Herald is probably going to get another charge off here. They are trying to defend this, but there goes another charm from Dash coming out. Kayle ulti used to try and defend that, and he does get away with his life, but Rift Herald did get a charge down on that tower, so. Looks like Jack King Peter is going to be handed over red, and most likely going to secure this Ocean Drake. Yasuo trying to take the Maokai, but I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon. And there's the Ocean Drake secured. Ahri is here, does get the charm onto Chompers, does come through, zap lands, and he does have to use the ulti to get away. Maokai is going on this Yasuo. Can he get the fight? Dash away from this Yasuo to get away from that. Does land another charm coming out from Dash, and he's just on point at the moment. He did miss a couple in the beginning, but seemed to have found his accuracy in this late game, and teams are just going to back off. We do have Trundle backing off on a ward here. He actually decides to stick around as they clear that pink ward. Going to be still a good fight here. About a 8,000 gold lead coming out from XYZ Reflect. Oh, we don't have... Oh, sorry. Objective time is coming out here for you guys. Ooh, Maokai does go in on the Kayle. Chompers does come down from the Jinx. They do secure that kill. Now she has a excited state, is attacking this with Warwick. Zap does miss, but the flash Twisted Advance does come through. Does get the double kill onto this Jinx. And will we see Jack King Pete carry this game once again? Does look like it. Ulti coming out from the Ornn, does miss the double knockup unfortunately. Does look like he wants to continue going in. Does flash away from Jack King Pete to get away from that. Is attacking, but the wind wall is stopping it. He does stop attacking, great. And there's the excited state going in. Kog'Maw is now here. He does use the rockets. Actually, Zenith Blade missing from the Leona to help that Kog'Maw get away there, and he does stay alive for now, trying to do the damage. Does look like they're starting Baron here on the backside. A whole team jumps over with the blast cone. Ahri is taking this mid lane tower. And let's just jump over to this Baron. It is going down very slowly at the moment, but there is no one coming out here. I don't think there is absolutely no vision, as we can see from this warding here. And that's definitely going to be Baron coming out from XYZ Reflect, the 23-minute Baron. And they do secure that. So I'm guessing a reset coming out here. Quite a bit of gold coming out from the team. Ahri does land another charm coming out on Ornn, and with no real magic resist besides those Mercury treads, he isn't that tanky against AP damage, so definitely going to have to prioritize that next. Warwick in the jungle taking his raptors there. We do see a recall coming out from the Ahri, and Jack King Pete is going to pick up his red buff. Not too sure where Reflect would like to siege. As we can see, they are just taking vision away from the team of ZAGZ MarshmellowZ, trying to deny as much control of this map as possible. Here we see they are pushing in the mid lane, doing some damage on this tower. Kog'Maw does land his ulti onto the Jinx, but not much damage coming through there. They are going to secure this tower. Excited state coming out from the Jinx, trying to get that inhibitor. Here comes the Ornn ulti. Will they find this combo? Actually, great pillar coming out from TesTubeChild to stop the Ornn doing that. Zenith Blade does go in, Solar Flare lands. Jinx is doing damage on the backside, but Kayle's ulti did land. Double knockup coming out from this Yasuo, but here comes the Maokai, does land the kill. There's the excited state. Jack King Pete does get the kill on the Yasuo, and this is just Jack King Pete running through the team, doing the damage. Double kill coming from the Maokai actually, and triple kill finally secured by Jack King Pete to get the ace. And I think this is going to be game if I'm not mistaken. They are pushing, and that is game. So great play coming out here from XYZ Reflect to take game one, and as simple as that. Great game coming out here from XYZ Reflect once again, and securing that game one. Jack King Pete coming out as MVP. Don't even need a vote. I'm pretty sure Jack King Pete's gonna get that MVP play on his Jinx performance there. 10-0-6 ending off that game. 1-0-13 on the Leona. Also a great performance coming out from the support. Trashy support. We did upgrade him yesterday to, I think on Tuesday, to mediocre support. So definitely not that trashy anymore. But pulling out a clutch from that bot side to secure that game. Started out pretty well for the Warwick, but wasn't able to kind of carry that into the late game. I mean, we did mention in the beginning of the game that it was definitely a different take on the champ select from with the Kayle support. Would have liked to see maybe a Karma with that engage, but not too sure exactly. Everybody in the channel going Pete, Pete, Pete. Definitely carrying out that game for XYZ Reflect. Does look like we might have a break for game 2. I'm just seeing what's going to happen here. Waiting for the invites to come out. But yeah, for everybody who is joining us today on the channel, thank you so much. Don't forget to hit that follow button to get all the notifications on any VS gaming action that we can bring to you. Also, a reminder, before it's too late, there is a Donuts Duos tournament happening tomorrow night at 8 o'clock. Don't forget to sign up for that and grab a partner. Thank you so much, Mr. Not, for the follow. Yeah, grab your partner, your best friend, your gaming buddy. Not too sure exactly who you want to, but grab him. Sign up for the Duos tomorrow night to get that performance underway. And yeah, try win. I think there are some prizes coming out. You might have to chat to Hold My Donut for that, but I think it's going to be some great action. I think the games are going to go relatively quickly. I'm not too sure if there's a cut-off time. Hold My Donut will have to let me know or put it in the chat there just to let everybody know about a cut-off time for that game. Or for the registration, should I say. But myself and Sheepy are going to be trying to bring all the action of those games to you guys so that we can have a lot of fun and excitement. I'm looking forward to some weird combos coming out from people, but I think there is going to be a break now. So, oh, no, looks like we're going to jump right in to the second game. So, there is no break for great League of Legends. I was trying to make that rhyme, but it didn't go that well. We do see XYZ actually coming out on red side once again, so ZAGZ are going to have first pick and first priority. I'm pretty sure the Trundle ban is going to come out unless they want to pick it up. They do see the Shen from Tuesday's game, I'm guessing, and TesTubeChild definitely flexing that on his Tuesday game. Set, they did get punished by Set on Tuesday, so understandably that ban coming out here. But there's the Trundle, as I said, and as to be expected, he is, I think, probably one of the best junglers at the moment with Graves. Nocturne coming out from Reflect here. So definitely going to be an interesting one. There's the Nautilus. I'm surprised they actually didn't ban the Jinx or the Leona. I feel like the Leona definitely had a great engage. Maybe they have an answer to that. We will have to see. Who's the last ban going to be coming out from here? Lulu maybe? Ooh, actually the Taric coming out from Reflect. So, oh, stealing the dash away from the Ahri away from dash. That's the one. Stealing the dash away from dash. Stealing the Ahri away from the dash. Maybe showing him how to play that champion. He was pretty accurate with those charms, but we will see how it turns out. I do expect Ornn to maybe be picked up here at the top lane. We did see the Maokai do pretty well. There's the Jinx coming up from Jack King Pete once again. And the Lulu, great support. Hopefully be able to keep that Jinx alive. I'm not too sure what they're going to have in response to this. maybe some engage. I would expect maybe a Karma, Yana maybe, but I don't think so. The Yumi is still open, so they could do a Ezreal Yumi pick for some poke if they wanted to, or a Karma Ezreal. That's pretty good, some poke. Caitlyn as well, but here comes the Kayle once again. I wonder if this is going to be. It looks like a Kayle bot lane support already. Lawrence saying game over here with the Jinx Lulu combo coming out from Reflect. But let's see. I expect them to pick. Okay, Xayah coming out with the Kayle this time. I'm guessing it's the Kayle, I'm pretty sure. Unless it's the Kayle top lane, they're deciding to switch it up a little bit. For J Master, I think it is. It's best out of 3. So if XYZ Reflect take this game, they will have taken the series. If ZAGZ MarshmellowZ take it, we will be going into a game 3, and that will be the decider. So yeah, game 3 coming out here. Best of 3. There's the Ornn picked up, which I expected from the Lulu, but yeah, well, before. Let's see, in terms of. There's the Warwick coming out, which did wreak quite a bit of havoc in the beginning. So we will see. Yeah, he did manage to get quite a good bit of gangs off in the beginning, but it did kind of fall off late, well, towards the mid-late game, but I think that was just the roaming. There's the Jarvan coming out, which I think is actually a relatively good pick coming out from, or good bang coming out from ZAGZ MarshmellowZ. He can still play the Zac. I think that's open. Like, we have seen them play the Kayn, but that didn't work too well. Okay, thanks so much, Jam. That definitely helps. But yeah, I don't think they're going to do another jungle ban. Surely not. There's 2 jungle bans, 1 top. Oh, there's the Zac, as I mentioned it. They must be listening to my stream to get info on that. So the only people I've seen TestTubeChild play. Is that a Kog'Maw middle? Are we going to see a Kog'Maw middle, guys? AP Kog'Maw coming out? I don't think so. Are they just teasing us? Yeah, there it is. There's the Pantheon. Actually, we saw this on Tuesday. Pantheon jungle, which did make sense. The gang's coming out. Ah, that makes sense. No wonder you guys are so busy in this chat line. Yeah, we did see the Pantheon coming out on Tuesday in that game. Had some good gang potential. He has a Nasus coming out against the Ornn. I think the Ornn actually takes this matchup in the beginning. Ornn prefers a melee range. Lee Sin. Ooh, will we see some ward hub kicks in this game? Some ulti flashes before it happens. It's going to be a great game. I think last pick, who's Dash going to take? Ooh, he has the hover on the Kog'Maw, but I don't think he will. Victor is open. Syndra, Zoe, Talia. He's played all of these champions, so he does have quite a big pool. Is he going to take it? No, there's the Zoe. We've seen this before, deleting people off the stage. And it's going to be a battle, I think, once again in the mid lane. Looking for those picks, who can get the charms, who can get the sleepy trouble bubble. So going to be very close. And yeah, I'm kind of glad he didn't take the Kog'Maw. Let's see what you guys think in terms of who is going to take this game 2. Don't put it in chat, I'm making a poll, so just hold your horses there. Oopsies. We're gonna make it a short one. There we go, get voting. Let me know who you guys vote for. We'll see what's gonna happen in this. But yeah, definitely a different comp coming out from ZAGZ. I like the Nasus in the top lane and a little bit of adaptation coming out from the bot lane, except I'm still not too sure on this Kayle. I think it will definitely do better with less of an engaging team from Reflect. I mean, Lulu doesn't really have any stuns or real hard engages, so I think that is a good sign. Ornn in the top lane, I mean, how many games have we seen the Ornn come out? So that's to be expected. Jack King Pete once again on this Jinx, so we will have to see with regards to that. Zoe on the dash, and looking forward to some potential quick eliminations of champions on this rift. We have seen it in the past, so we will try and keep track of those. It's very hard to watch someone go from 0 to 100 in 2 seconds and try get all the action for you guys. But I think it might be a bit closer of a game. Lee Sin definitely strong in the beginning of the game, which we did see the Warwick do quite well with. Fluffeh coming out with those early ganks, so I'm pretty sure Lee Sin's going to be doing the same. He needs to get a lead in the beginning to kind of carry him through the mid game and put some impact on his team, for his team, should I say. But yeah, I think it's going to be another exciting game. It's going to be trying to bring all the action to you guys. For everybody who is joining, thank you so much for joining and watching the stream tonight. We are just about to go into game 2 of XYZ Reflect and ZAGZ MarshmellowZ. I do agree with you, Jungly Moran, with Lee Sin on this ZA ping definitely makes it a lot difficult, more difficult should I say. And yeah, it's definitely hard to get those ward hops or the right positioning for the ulti to come through. We do have 100% for XYZ. Not many of you voted though. I mean, 3 of you. Come on, guys. More participation, please. Please. But yeah, I think it's going to be another good game. We have about 25 seconds before we get into the masteries and summoner spells here. And yeah, I think it's going to be another good one. Yeah, like I said, for everyone who is joining, thank you so much. Hit that follow button to get notifications on any VS Gaming. Check out my schedule for more action. Like I said, tomorrow we do have the donuts duo deals coming out from Hold My Donut. Make sure you register to get involved in that and try get in on all the action. I think it's going to be pretty fun. So yeah, don't miss out on that. I think it's going to be really, really fun. And myself and Sheepy are going to be trying to bring you guys all that action from that tournament being hosted. Conqueror coming out from Lee Sin. Ahri with the electrocute, grasp and then dying from the Nasus. That makes sense. Ahri coming out from the Kayle, which is typical. Grasp from the Ornn. Nothing actually out of the ordinary. Let's see. Heal instead of the exhaust on the Xayah. Or exhaust coming out on the Kayle instead of ignite, which I think is good. Ignite actually coming out from Lulu and not exhaust at all. Actually, a little bit surprised about that from the Nasus. They might have needed that exhaust, but we do see the cleanse coming out from Jinx for any stuns. Oh, I think it's just for the Nasus slow, to be honest. Maybe the Xayah feather pullback, but we will have to check in on that. And here we go into game 2. So, like I said, going to be an interesting game. Don't think there's going to be any early action. I doubt it, but we are just waiting for teams to load up into the rift here. Here we go. Don't think anything's really going to happen from this early game. We do see teams moving out into the rift. Kind of standard starts coming out here.
Welcome to Summoner's
Do we have a 3-man? Oh, a little lag spike coming up. A 3-man coming out from both sides. Let me just do this for you guys here so we can get this. There we go. So now you guys can see all the stats for the respective teams. Like I said, not much action coming out. 5-man stack coming out the board from ZAGZ, making sure that no one's getting into their jungle early game, and relatively the same. There's a little bit of a gap on the top side, but no invades coming out. We do have another little lag spike. JM. Oh, here we see a late invade coming out. Pantheon does get spotted, and the Sonic. What is that? Is it this? Here we go. Yeah, Sonic Wave. I was right. Oh, we do have a little bit of a lag spike as I try to zoom out for you guys. Oh, back into action. Let's try to get to. Oh. Trying to get to real time, yeah. Do you see a bit of a poke coming out? Oh, dash with the prediction once again. Does get some damage onto the Ahri here. Ahri missing her orb, and man, what is going on with the lag tonight? We had a great first game. Damage coming out from dash actually in this beginning stage. Ahri having to use both her heals. So definitely here comes Jinx with the damage, early game damage once again with the shield from that Lulu helping out. Doesn't miss actually any CS from that if I'm not mistaken. And great play once again. We do see Pantheon moving on to his red. Lee Sin actually went straight from red buff to blue buff and getting this Gromp. And we might see them meet topside. Oh my word. Xayah just taking poke from this bot side, and here comes Lee Sin, as I mentioned. Waiting in this bush. We do see the Pantheon coming out here. He does decide to go in. Will he be able to get away? He does get the Sonic Blast. Charge coming down from the Flash coming out. Damage. Oh, the shield coming out from the Lee Sin. And great mitigation of that gank. I think it was actually really well played from both sides to make sure no one fell on their first blood. Hey, Hextech Sparkleton, how did your games go? Oh, Chompers does land. This might be first blood. Heal does come through. Oh, Lulu is under the tower. Does shield herself to stop that. Hextech Spartan, how did your games go? I'm guessing if you're here, then you must have won the second game as well. Let me know. I think that was it must have been a good series. I saw there was quite a bit of action. Not much actually coming out here. We'll just go back to a normal view. Nasus did reset and get the nice, well done on that win. Congrats. Yeah, Nasus coming out with the Sapphire Crystal. Yep. Lee Sin by the dragon, but he did hit this Grier's Bloom to check those wards. Not much. Ooh, actually Pantheon on this bot side waiting for a gank here. Will he get the stun? He's waiting patiently. Lee Sin in the mid lane. Pantheon still in the bot. There he goes. He does get the stun. Flash comes out from the ZAGZ to save her. Damage coming out from the Jinx. Pantheon going under tower, but he can use that shield to mitigate the damage. Nice breath coming out from Braum. And nothing actually coming through. We have quite a late first blood coming out here. Lee Sin taking the Raptors on the backside of that. Oops. And as I said that, we have a lag spike. Bubble does miss from the Zoe, doing some damage on the backside here, as I mentioned. Lee Sin was taking the red side Raptors, going for these Gromps. Krugs, that's the one. 5 minutes 20 in and still no first blood. Ornn in the top lane. Might have to be careful with this Lee Sin coming out here. Does miss that CS unfortunately. I don't think he's going to go for this knock up. And let's actually check these 42 stacks on the Nasus Q so far. Going in onto the Ornn. Lee Sin is top side, so they can possibly do a tower dive. Damage coming out from the Lulu. Slow does come down, but the Jinx isn't able to do any damage on that. Not too sure if she has enough. Oh, she does have enough mana for the zap, but I think that's about it. I think she's trying to save, yeah, for that rocket damage. Oh, damage coming out from the Ornn on the top lane. Here comes the ulti coming out. Will he be able to get it? He does get the knock up, and that's first blood coming out from the Ornn. Great play from that Ornn on the top side, and definitely making it worthwhile. Zap does miss. Here comes the Lee Sin on the spot side. Will he be able to get this kill? Pantheon is in the junk backside. Chompers does come down, but it doesn't land. W come through with a Q flash from the Jinx to get on this backside. Zap does land. Here comes the Pantheon on the backside to do the damage. Does get the stun down, and that comes down from the Lulu, and that's a kill onto TesTubeChild. Great counter gang coming out from Pantheon, making sure that he had his team on the backside there. Great play coming out from the Lee Sin to dash trees, but a good flash coming out from Jinx. And this is most likely going to be a Infernal Drake coming out from XYZ Reflect. Like the skills there from the Lee Sin to use the dash onto his teammate to get in range for the Q. And then, but yeah, just went a little bit deep with that flash, didn't realize it was down. Oh, team is trying to get you. Sonic Wave does miss, and they do secure the Inferno Drake, so good play. Damn, that bot lane does sound crappy. Ashe Nautilus with a cane, oh. That sounds like a nightmare. But we do see his lanes kind of reset in that. Nasus is trying to go for this trade. Actually does get chunked down quite a bit. And Ornn with a Bramble Vest definitely stopping the healing coming out. Nasus gets a little bit of a chunk once again, but he does have that sheen. Jungling item being completed from the Pantheon. Here comes the Ornn once again. Does get the knock up. Will he be able to secure the solo kill once again? Q coming out from the Nasus, and I don't think so. His ulti is just almost about up. We will check that. 5 seconds. Here it possibly comes. Nasus is going to have to be make sure he doesn't get picked. If he goes a little bit too forward, I'm pretty sure that ulti is going to come out here on the top side. A little bit of a lag spike, but we all good. Pantheon is coming up. He does have his ulti as well, so I think this is going to be a gank on the top side. Yeah, here it comes. Do you see the Ornn ulti? Does through ulti from the Nautilus. Great gank, and what the play coming out from XYZ Reflect, making sure use of those global ultimates. Lee Sin does land his Sonic Blast onto the Ornn. Does get the kickback actually. Flash over the wall to this blasting cone, and he will get away from that. He does actually. Not much action actually coming out from this mid lane. I mean, both of them are poking each other out, but they haven't really got a kill at all. As I was saying, last chapter coming out from both mid laners. Cleanse coming out. Oh, the damage coming out from Dash onto the Ahri. Damage coming out from bot lane. Ooh, can they steal this Herald? They do go in. I think Lee Sin actually got that. And we do see a fight coming out. Nasus on this backside. Actually, the blue team did get it. Zoe is here. Does land the trouble bubble onto the backside. Ornn does get the slow. Goes onto the Pantheon. Onto the Nasus. But the Nasus does shut down that Pantheon now. Cleanse being used by Dash to hopefully pick up this kill. And does actually get the kill with an auto attack on the backside. So lots of action coming out from this bot side. Oh, Lulu is getting pretty low. Chompers does come down onto the Kayle, doing damage. Jacking Pete, trying to attack his way through this, but I think they should just back off. Does have cleanse in case any slow, but this Xayah is pretty dangerous. As you can see, Lulu kind of hanging back, making sure she doesn't get caught by those feathers by accident. more feathers coming out. Here comes the TP from the bot side actually. Trouble Bubble does miss, pick up the flash, doesn't get it, kick coming through from the Lee Sin, and that, oh, great use of the stopwatch to get that, but oh, Lulu ultis to keep her alive. Sonic Wave does come through, does get the kill onto that, and Fluffeh might be able to get a triple kill here. Can he land the Sonic Wave? He does actually get it onto the Jacking Pete, and he does get that double kill, and Lulu is just so low now, trying to get away from this. Pantheon in the mid lane does get the stun, but charmed up. Is doing the damage, flash away from Ahri, and that doesn't work. Ornn ulti coming on from the top side, but the Nasus does answer in response. There's just fights happening everywhere. It does get the solo kill on that. Pantheon coming in this middle. Does see the Lee Sin going to the Krugs. He will get swatted by this pink ward. And just action everywhere on this map. Great play coming out from the Lee Sin to get that double kill there. Great stopwatch coming out from the Zoe to make sure she doesn't go down to that tower. But response kill from the Lee Sin to get that. And then he does follow up with another Sonic Boom. Here we see the Pantheon going in a little bit late. Doesn't get slowed actually. And dashes on the other side to make sure her Pantheon does get away from that safely. And just crazy action coming out here. In terms of items, we do see BF Sword and Pickaxe being picked up from the Jinx, BF Sword and, I'm not too sure what this is called, Warhammer being picked up by the Xayah. Does look like Lulu's going for the Ardent Sensor first, where Kayle's going for the Chalice. Nasus is going for that Triforce, but it is taking a little bit longer. Ornn going for the Sunfire Cape, well, Sunfire Cape / Rumble Vest to stop that healing, which I think is a good idea. Jinx doing some damage. Lee Sin is on this bot side once again. The root does miss from the Xayah, but that is it. Pantheon is coming in, doesn't manage to get the ulti right, does land the spear though. Will he tower dive? Zap does land the ulti coming out from the Kayle, and this is going to be a dead Pantheon, maybe going in a little bit too deep there. Will he get the double kill? I don't think so. I'm going to show you that Pantheon kill in the meantime, but Zap does come through. Oh, Lee Sin doing the W, ward hop jump, dash coming on this backside, doing some damage. Ignite does come through. Oh, great ulti coming out from Jack King P to get that kill. Ahri is coming into your trouble bubble, does land, but he does get the orb onto the Lulu. Cleanse coming out from Jinx, and oh my word, he's so low, but he doesn't get the damage. Oh, what is the health coming out on that Jinx? 30 health coming out from the Jinx to stay alive on that bot side. Knockup coming from Ornn once again. Turnaround coming from the Nasus, and I'm actually surprised the Ornn didn't maybe prioritize some magic boosters. He does not have those Mercury boots. Zoe doing damage once again on this bot side. Rift Herald being spawned. Yeah, Ornn is just a crazy champion in the top lane at the moment with the damage coming out. It's just, yeah. Zoe actually sticking around here on this bot side, trying to get this push with the Rift Herald. I'm not too sure if they're going to... Spear does land from... And there goes the Rift Herald, gets some plate. Zoe does miss her damage as well. Lands the Trouble Bubble onto the Ahri, but here comes the Lee Sin. Does land the Sonic Wave onto... Chompers does come down, but the dash does work. Here comes the Ornn ulti. Does ulti, gonna get this kill, and a great solo kill once again coming out from the Ornn onto this Nasus. But I mean, it is a late game is definitely a factor for this. So they will have to see. Sonic Wave does land once again onto the Pantheon. Orb misses from the Ahri. And damn, just action coming out everywhere. We do have a Cloud Drake actually spawned at the moment. I'm not too sure they're going to go for this, just with the Lee Sin in the area. They don't want to risk it. Zap does miss from the Jinx. So does the spear coming out from TestTubeChild. For anyone who thinks I'm muddling them up, I'm not. It's their fault that I have to. Pantheon going in does place a pink ward on the other side. Does see the Ahri. Will we see? Oh, we do see Drake actually being started. Ornn is in the bot side here. He doesn't have TP, actually TP down here. Lee Sin trying to land the Sonic Wave. Does go in, but doesn't get the kill, and he will go down for this, unfortunately. And is the Drake 2? with a decent kill on the side of XYZ Reflect. Trying to go to this top tower, but Nasus, the plates are down, but he's putting quite a bit of damage on this top side. 162 stacks coming out from that Q, but they will answer with the mid tower of their own. Jinx in the excited state, gonna run down to bot lane, and it does look like Pantheon's going for the Rift Herald. Actually going for a gank on this top side. We do see Nasus coming here, does get the spike coming out, ulti coming out from the Nasus. Ornn ulti is going to hit him up, actually does come through W or damage. Oh, just before the kill, and there is a kill coming out for the Pantheon once again on that top side. And great play coming from the team of XYZ Reflect for that gank. Kayle in the top side trying to answer this. We do have Ahri and them in the backside. Trouble Bubble does miss. Ahri coming over. Will she land? Does land the charm, actually goes in. Lee Sin does go in. Does get the kill onto the Ornn. Kick coming through onto the Pantheon. Oh, and a great gang coming out from this top side, getting that double kill. And we do see a response kill on the bot side onto the Lulu, but I think that's going to be about it. Oh, Trouble Bubble does land. Ahri almost burst down the Lee Sin with that damage coming out from Dash. And ZAGZ do pick up that Rift Herald. Infinity Edge coming out from the Jinx. Essence Reaver from the Xayah. And everybody praising Ornn at the moment. He is just a ridiculous champion. Do you see him complete that Sunfire Cape? He has completed the Mercury Treads as well for that Nasus. Nasus is still trying to complete the Triforce. And there is about a 3,000-ish gold lead coming out from XYZ Reflect. They do have the two Drakes. Lulu fighting the Kayle here. Does get the heal from the Kayle. And will they get that ward? They don't actually. Oh, they decide to collapse. Use the blasting cone over. Pantheon ulti does come through, and that's a kill onto the Kayle already. Flash coming out from the Jinx, but I'm not too sure she's going to be able to get away from the Xayah. Oh, the Xayah, and there's the double kill coming out once again from the team of XYZ Reflect. I think they're pinging to use the Rift Herald on this bot side to get that tower, but I'm not too sure. Oh, knockup does come through from the Ornn. Oh, we do see a potential gang in the river, but Lee Sin did miss his Sonic Wave. Here comes Pantheon is waiting in the wings. Zoe coming in on this top side. Oh, from the TP. Here comes Zoe. Sonic Wave does land. Flash coming out from the Zoe. Trouble Bubble does land, but the Lee Sin kick actually kicks her further away. Pantheon coming in on this mid lane. Does get the burn onto the Ahri to get that kill. And great escape from the dash, making sure she wasn't getting caught from the kick. Oh, Ornn does miss his knockup. Here comes the Lee Sin on the top side. Ornn ulti is coming through. Not too sure he does get the knockup. I'm not too sure he's gonna be able to get out of this. Team isn't answering, unfortunately. So he is a little bit on his own, and that is a dead Ornn to the Nasus, unfortunately. So great pickup coming here from ZAGZ MarshmellowZ. They do get a tower in response, and this is just fight after fight. Oh, the Jinx doing the damage with the Lulu. Oh man, TestTubeChild almost falling to the tower. And they do decide to back away from this. They are pushing top with the Rift Herald. Drake is coming up in 40 seconds, and we do see our Ocean Drake coming out, so that is going to be great for the... Oh, the damage, and there goes the Jinx on that Kayle, getting the kill. I know I only picked up the end of that fight, but just utter damage coming out from this Jack King Pete once again. Ooh, Rift Herald is going to get a charge on the top tower. Does get quite a bit of damage. Ornn trying to hold this tower by himself, but the recourse does come out from the Jinx. Will they be able to hold this tower? I'm not too sure. They do actually get the tower. Ornn trying to stay alive here in the spot side. Jinx coming back to help his teammate. Does miss the knockup, unfortunately, but here comes the Jinx and the Lulu. Speed up from the Lulu. Does get the knockup from the Lee Sin kick, which is great. Escape. Does get the zap actually landing. Here comes the speed up once again. Flash away from the Lee Sin to get away from that. And that is a retreat coming out. Oh, Pantheon ulti coming out as I mentioned too early. And Jack King Pete does get that kill on the top side. Ahri in the mid lane does get the charm onto the Ornn. Ulti coming out here actually. I'm not too sure. It does get the knock up actually. Just uses the ulti to get away from that. Nasus is spotted. And I think they're going to go into Baron. We do see Drake being started here by ZAGZ MarshmellowZ. But Baron is being answered. So who will get this first? Let's just jump over it. Oh, they do get that Drake. But as we go back to Baron, it is dropping quite a bit. Will we be able to... I don't... And no one's going to come here for this contest. And that is a free Baron coming out here. So, as we see, there is about a 6,000 gold lead coming out from the side of XYZ Reflect. In terms of items, we do have that upgraded Sunfire Cape, the Forge Fire Cape coming out from Ornn. Almost completed the Thorn Mail. Looks like it. He did pick up a Giant Spout on the backside of that. Sorry, I'm just staring at Baron Pit over there for you guys. Nasus has completed his Triforce. Does look like he's going for the Spirit Visage on the backside of that. Lee Sin has completed the Black Cleaver. Pantheon has got the Black Cleaver as well as the jungling item. Zoe completing the Hextech GLP. Ahri with the Ludens Echo. And Jinx has the Infinity Edge, Hurricane Zeal. Xayah has Essence Reaver Zeal. And Lulu has the Ardent Sensor going for that Chalice. Kayle has the Chalice and Boots. That's about it. So I still think this Kayle could have been a different pick and it might have come out clutch. But so far it's working. 10 to 17 kills on this game so far. Definitely action packed. We do see Ornn pushing in this top lane with the Baron empowered creeps, trying to go actually fight in the mid lane, and that's not going to be a dead. Ahri actually does get the ulti from the Kayle. Flash from the Pantheon does get the kill. Oh, his rocket does miss on the backside of that, and they will get the double kill from, actually single kill from Jack King Pete coming out onto the Kayle, and the kill coming out onto the Ahri from the Pantheon. And I think this might be, I don't think this is GG honestly. Maybe, I'm not too sure. I think they might be able to hold this, but this Jinx is doing ridiculous amounts of damage. There's the damage coming out, stun does come through, and there's another kill going on to Jack King Pete. Ornn ulti does land, excited state, Jinx going through, doing the damage. Flash forward actually coming out from Jack King Pete. Still auto attacking, Pantheon does get ulti, diving this tower, he does get shut down by the fountain, and they do continue to push this. Sonic Wave does land. Cleanse does come out from the Jinx to get that slow. Does get the kill onto the Nasus. Eventually decides to go down. Xayah picking up that shutdown gold. And like I mentioned, not GG just yet. ZAGZ MarshmellowZ hanging on to this game for now. And yeah, I think it could have been GG. But yeah, definitely looking for kills by XYZ. We do have a 6,000 gold lead coming up now for the team of Reflect, and I think it's going to be, there's nothing really to take. Drake coming up in 1 minute and 40 seconds. I'm pretty sure they're just going to either push bot side or top side, or probably just go middle and end with these mega creeps. I feel like they could just do that. Ornn in the spot side. Drake coming up Drake coming up in 45 seconds. Nasus is actually picking this fight against two players of ZAGZ, but he does decide to charge away from that. ZAGZ and the Dash and the rest of the team pushing this top side. Don't think anything's going to come from this. TP is available on the side of Ornn, so he can possibly do that. Let's see with regards to Sonic Wave doesn't land. Zap misses from the Jinx. Ahri on this backside trying to catch somebody on the side. Oh, Trouble Bubble just misses. And I don't think anything's going to come from this. I think they're just going to wait a little bit. Looks like they're just going to go for this Drake. Pick that one up, put themselves on Soul. They don't want to leave this too late. Nasus is on 312 stacks. Jeez. 322 coming out here. But, oh, Trouble Bubble lands onto the Lee Sin. He does use the dash away, but nothing going to come from that. Zap does miss, unfortunately. Knock up as well from the Ornn. And nothing really coming from that just yet. Do you see the siege coming out from this bot side? Upgraded Infinity Edge, the Molten Edge coming out for the Jinx, and the Rapid Fire Cannon being completed, so it's just damage coming out. You have the Last Whistle coming out from... Oh, look at that damage from one shot. Trouble Bubble doesn't land just yet. Zoe does miss her damage as well. Spear does miss from the Pantheon. Sonic Wave does land. He does go in. Kiko in the wrong direction though. Kayle ulti does come through, but Ahri is going in. Ornn ulti does get the knockup, but not the best. Does land the Trouble Bubble, and that's a kill onto the Zoe. And I think that's going to be all for this fight. I will show that replay. I don't think anything more is going to come. Pantheon is backing off. Jinx has very little mana, so not much rocket damage coming through. Zoe's Trouble Bubble does miss, and I think that's going to be a reset coming through. Infinity Edge coming... Infinity Edge. BF Soul coming out from the Pantheon by coming in 5-4-3. Predicting it. Nasus, there goes the Trouble Bubble. Not much mana. Oh, does chunk him down to about half health. Knockup does miss from the Ornn. They are pushing this inhibitor on the bot side, and that's going to be that. I think they're going to back off, go to this Baron, and then most likely just push in the top lane and secure this win for XYZ Reflect. I don't see how they can lose this. With a 7,000 gold lead, the only thing they might be able to bring them back is this Nasus being able to farm 354 stacks on that Q now. Does have the Spirit Visage, and we will see. Virtual Hugs coming out from Home My Donut, so he does get gifted that blue buff, being all kind. Kayle in this Baron pit, I'm not too sure he wants to be at. Oh, the damage coming out from Jack King Pete. And man, I wouldn't want to be that Kayle in these team fights coming up. Gonna have to stay far away in the back. In terms of vision, we do see the pink wall coming down. Not much vision from Reflect actually in the side of blue side. There's another ward coming down. Does hit the spear from the Pantheon, and that will be them coming back. As we can see, Reflect kind of denying vision. Nasus does a TP, and he can TP to that ward on the backside of the red bush. But actually we do see Baron being started out here. Lee Sin does come through. Flash stun coming out from the Pantheon. OT does get the double knockup. Kayle OT does keep him safe, but I think this is a dead Kayle. Yes, there. Jacking Pete does get the kill in the excited state. He's going to not find the zap onto the Lee Sin, but he is chasing. Does he have a ward to put down? Oh, rocket damage with the rapid fire coming through. Zap does miss once again. Great feed coming out from Lee Sin, but the speed up from the Jacking Pete with the flash does get that kill. They do start the Baron once again. I will put those kills up on for you guys. Okay, the second one at least. But we do see Baron being started up here. I'm pretty sure there's going to be no contest on the side. I'm not too sure if they don't even know it's going over. And there goes the Baron. Jacking Pete. The slow does come through. Oh, let's zoom out here for you guys a little to catch all this action. Jinx just stepping forward, doing the damage, doesn't even care who's in her way. Pantheon trying to land those spears. Hurricane's damage coming through. Ornn pushing in the top side. Do get the push onto this, and they will get the tower on this top side. We have mega creeps in the top, in the bottom, and the middle. Jinx stepping forward once again, doing damage onto these carriers, and look at that damage just coming through. Ulti coming through from the Xayah, and Jinx just getting the excited state, getting all these kills on the bot side. Nasus does come through. Is Jinx gonna drop? She actually doesn't. Stays alive from the Lulu. Nasus does drop eventually. Ulti coming out from the Jinx. Does get a double kill. Will she be able to get the triple? Does go down to the fountain. Does get the triple kill. And I think this is going to be GG. Yes, it will. So great fight coming out once again from XYZ Reflect, being able to pick that game up and taking the series. And well played to them. Or their fans never having a doubt in their mind on the backside of that. And like I said, unfortunately they weren't, I don't think they could lose that game towards the end there. Jacking Pete coming out once again on this Jinx, 14-3. We did see the 10-0 in the last game, 14-3 on this one, and definitely going to be a ban for future teams going up against this XYZ Reflect roster here. Ornn did pretty well against the Nasus, but he does excel against melee matchups. So that is one thing that I am sure of. We did see a couple charms land from the Ahri, but not much. I still think this Kayle was not the right support for this. Hold my donut, busy promoting. I will get to that. But yeah, I don't think this Kayle was the right pick for this team. I feel like maybe Engage or just a support Kog'Maw would have done better. And yeah, I think, I don't know. But yeah, pleasure everybody for bringing you the stream. Like Hold My Donut said, make sure you go and sign up for the Donuts Deals. Donuts Deals? Donuts Deals coming out tomorrow, 8 o'clock. Grab a partner, friend, even if it's just a stranger, form a team, and get some kills coming out here. I want to see action in these. I will be casting it as well as I myself, Dynasty, will be casting it as well as Sheepy. We will be trying to bring all the action. Hosted by yours truly, Hold My Donut. If you want to find out more information, you can add her on League, as well as fill out the registration form in the chat. Only my pleasure, guys. I really appreciate all the support you guys bring. Enjoy streaming these XYZ Reflex. Feel like I'm part of the team now with all of you supporters, converting me into one of you guys, but not just yet. Can't be too biased. But yeah, I really appreciate all the support. Thank you so much for everybody who is new. Hit that follow button to get notifications on the VS Gaming League. Not yet, Lauren, not yet. I think it's going to be a couple more games before that happens. But we definitely enjoy the games coming out from Reflect. I like the team comps, but yeah, we will see how the season goes. But yeah, I really appreciate it. Yeah, catch myself and Sheepy tomorrow night for those Donuts Duels. That's the one. Man, what a tongue twister. I really appreciate the Ray coming up from Sheepy. Thank you so much for the support, man. I really appreciate it. And yeah, hit that follow button for any future notifications. We will be trying to bring you guys as much action from the VS Gaming League as you can, and anything else that kind of happens in between. I know Metal State is happening this weekend as well, so we might be able to bring you some games there. Just need to figure out that. And yeah, I know there are quite a few games. Hit the subscribe as well if you want to. Really appreciate the support. We'll be hopefully investing in a webcam soon enough and maybe another microphone, but we will see with that. Let me see for you guys. I know there are quite a few. Quite a few, but games coming out tomorrow. Let me just show you guys what's coming. I just want to show you guys what's coming this weekend. There are normally quite a few games. On Sunday, we do have the duels tomorrow night. In terms of Saturday, what's the date? Saturday 27th, we do have level 1 oldies versus GG Crimson coming out there. Sunday, ATG0 Era Eternity coming out there. That looks like all from Pool A. In terms of Pool B, we do have, but thank you so much, Jungling Moron. I really appreciate it. If you guys have any hints or tips or anything that you want me to improve on, please let me know. Really looking to improve. Yeah, and really want to bring a good cast and good show to you guys, trying to figure out the best way to do it. Really open to suggestions or just comments and feedback from you guys. And yeah, Mad Instincts, Mad Synergy coming out on Sunday there. 30th, that's next week, Monday, so nothing really. It doesn't look like anything else. Let me just make sure I'm getting these weeks right. Forfeited. 26th was tomorrow. We do have Mad Synergy, ATG, Prodigy coming out tomorrow. Jam. What's funny enough is when I do those team fights, then it feels like I don't know if like an auctioneer when he goes yeah, it's selling, going once, going twice, and then it's like, yeah, we have 200 going in this one, 300 200 400 on this side, 500 on that side. That's how I feel. But yeah, let me know if it works. I don't know if you guys want that much detail. I try to bring as much action as possible. Obviously, I can't catch everything, but yeah, let me know if you like it that way. I just feel like you guys might miss something, so really appreciate it. Stay woke. Yeah, like I said, always open to some feedback, but yeah, really appreciate your guys' support. We had these two games today, looks like it, but I'm not too sure if they happened. Sunday, Mad Instincts, Mad Synergy, and yeah, that's about it. Bye, Lauren. Thank you so much for the support. Really appreciate it. I will see you maybe on the next XYZ Reflect game, but depends if I will be casting it. Then in terms of Premier League, we do see what games will Shippy be bringing you. Probably ATK Goon Squad OG Vindicators on Sunday, coming out from Shippy. Oh my word, there's 3 games, so I'm not too sure which one he's going to cover of those. You guys will have to tune in there. Oh my word, there's a game coming out tomorrow, but I'm not sure he's going to be able to cover that one. And the 25th was tonight. So yeah, but yeah, guys, thank you so much. It was once again an awesome night having you guys here. 2-0 to XYZ Reflect against ZAGZ MarshmellowZ. And yeah, we'll be sending you guys over. Once again, hit that follow. Let me just find this channel for you guys to send you over to Jacking Pete. He is ranked duos with his partner in the bot lane. Actually, oh, I don't want that. Here we go. I'm all good. Thank you so much. Here we go. Jack King Pete coming out. We'll hit the follow. Just gonna. We'll be sending you guys to Jack King Pete so you guys can get more action on that side. Da-da-ba-ba-da. Thanks so much once again, JM. That's easier to say, like you mentioned. Yeah, we'll be sending you guys over to Jack King Pete. Show your support, show some love for that duo bot lane, and yeah, we'll speak to you tomorrow. Hold my donut with regards to that, and then we can sort out the logistics for that tournament and make sure it runs smoothly and we can catch all the casting happening there. But yeah, really appreciate it. Thanks so much, everybody. Once again, make sure you hit that follow button to catch all the notifications, and enjoy the rest of your night. Have a good evening, and we'll see you tomorrow for the Donuts Duels. Thanks so much. Cheers.
Best days passes by, and most long for a place that they never find. I'm afraid I wake up when I die, and it is too late to climb any mountain. Time is of the essence, the blood running through our core. It's best to not feel sorry when it's over. I will be the greatest that you've ever seen before, and I'll stay eternal. Run out when things don't go to plan. I kinda lose my mind. I hope it's real. This life comes around. Just keep your faith and search for the fountain. do not feel sorry when it's over. I will be the greatest that you ever seen before, and I'll stay eternal.